And welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to do a summer poncho, and this is by my assistant Jeannie, and I challenged her with another poncho that we have to make it a one-piece unit instead of having it divided off in the shoulders. So in today's pattern I'm going to show you how to get started, because once you get started beyond row number 3 it's just continuous to repeat the same instruction until you get to the length you want. The size that you see in Yolanda here is a size large, but you can continue to grow it out to make it even larger if it needs to fit your body size, and it's also an alternative photo on turning it sideways because that's also in trend to do that. So without further ado, you're going to need some Caron cakes today. In order to do the size large you just need 2 balls of Caron cakes, and Jeannie has used this beautiful lavender. For tutorial reasons I'm just going to use generic yarn with one color to make it easier for you to follow, and you'll need a 5mm size H crochet hook in order to play. So without further ado, let's get started. This video has sound alerts added. When you hear this sound, it will be your signal that the segment is finishing up. Press stop and crochet the instructions, and then press play again to continue along in your project. So let's get started. Today we're going to start with the slip knot, and I'm going to show you a trick to not have your beginning chain twist, because it says not to twist, and that's pretty typical in these kind of instructions too. So what you want to do is that you need to chain a total of 104. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm only going to chain 10. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Whoops, let me get 10, and let me just take this off and go into the bottom of where you started, right there, the first chain, and insert this back on. So then you continue to chain. So let's do 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 and 20, and you're gonna go all the way to 104, and because you put it on here it will not allow the chain to twist very easily, so it's actually a lot easier to manage. So please go all the way to 104 for me and meet me back here in just a moment. So once you have your 104 on there, all you just need to do is that I have 104, I'm just gonna pull through the beginning one that was already on the hook, and this will have it so that it's not really twisted at all. So you just want to make sure this chain is not twisted and coming back around in the way that I did it, it's not twisted. So make sure that you untwist yours just in case you see a twist. So let's begin round number 1. So let's begin round number 1. We're going to just chain up 1, and we're going to do a single crochet in each of the stitches all the way around. So just coming into the next one, it's right underneath, and you're just gonna single crochet, and you want to make sure the chain is not twisting, so just go into the chain as normal for each one and just make sure that you get it all. So just a single crochet in each chain all the way around. I'll see you at the end of this round. So I've now come all the way around. I have not joined it to the beginning. I want to make sure that this is not twisted at all, so I'm just going to just maneuver this, and the reason why I'm starting here is that it's harder to turn anything with this being attached to the actual yarn ball right here, right? So you have to turn all of this and make sure that it's all looking good and all straight up. So I'm just maneuvering it as I go around. And I want to make sure that if there's any twisting at all that it's removed right now, because you can't fix this later. Just when you get all the way around. And so then you're just gonna want to make sure it untwists right into the very beginning, like so. So you should be able to follow this all the way now, all the way to the top, and then join it to the beginning. And I have counted off camera that there is 104 single crochets. So let's just fasten to the top of the first one, and now now I know it's untwisted, and I'm ready to go for the next round, which is round number 2. So as we begin round number 2, I want to just point out a few things in Jeannie's pattern. We're gonna get started, and then somewhere over here is going to be one of the points that goes down, and then we're gonna circle all the way back across, and then somewhere over here is going to be the point down. So the reason why she did that is that really with the way that the point is gonna be is that the seam line will be on the shoulder. So as we come around, the point will be here somewhere, and then we're gonna go all the way, and then the point will be over here and come all the way back. So let's begin, and we're gonna take our time going through round number 2, because this is gonna establish the rest of the pattern. So as we begin round number 2, I want you to put 3 marks. Okay, they represent the amount of repeat. As we start the first section, we need to repeat 3 times, and I need to check it off as I go. And then if when we do the next section, we need to repeat 9 times, so I want you to put 9. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, and as we check it off, we're gonna go. So we just want to make sure we get our repeats in there just fine. If you're left-handed, these instructions will appear backwards, but these marks are not any kind of writing, so they're just an indication to be able to stroke them off as we go. So let's just quickly do that, and let's begin then round number 2. We're going to chain up 3, so 1 2 and 3, and that counts as a double crochet now and throughout, and we're gonna double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So this is like a granny square very much. Okay, and then what we're going to do then is once we get the next 2 in, we are going to then chain 2, and we're gonna skip 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and then we're going to then start the repeat pattern. So we're gonna double crochet in the next 3. So 1 2 and 3, and now the repeat pattern is gonna start. So it says repeat asterisk to asterisk 3 times. So we're going to chain 2, skip 2, 1 and 2, and double crochet the next 3. So this is 1 of 3 repeats, like so. And I want to check that off on my list just up here, and then chain 2, skip 2, 1 and 2, and I want to double crochet 3 more times. So 1 2 and 3. Okay, and now that is considered a repeat. And now chain 2, skip 2, and double crochet in the next 3. So we've now just done the repeat pattern, okay, of 3 times, and now we're gonna move ahead in the pattern. So let me just check that off that I did it. So it says now chain 2, skip 2, 1 and 2, and it says double crochet in the next 2 only. So we're just gonna double crochet in the next 2 only. Just like that. Just got to get it right. And it says a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet into the next stitch. So in the next one we're going to double crochet, and then we're going to chain 3 and double crochet in the next stitch. So there is the beginning point. This is one of the points in the front of the outfit. So it says now double crochet, skip the next 2. Oh sorry, it says double crochet in the next 2. So 1 and 2. So the point consisted of, let's just review that. So we had 2 in a row, and then the next one was a double crochet, chain 3 with the double crochet back in, and then the next 2. So now it says that we need to repeat the asterisk a total of 9 times. So remember what it is. It's chain 2 and then skip 2 and then in the next 3. So this is going to be 1 of 9, and I'm going to mark that off on my list. So that was 1. So chain 2, skip 2, 3 double crochet in a row. Okay, so that's another repeat. So get that out. Chain 2, skip 2, 3 double crochet in a row. Just like that. It's another repeat done. Chain 2, skip 2, 3 double crochet in a row. This is the 4th repeat according to my check boxes that I did, or my checking that I'm doing. Okay, so that's another one done. Chain 2, skip 2, 3 double crochet in a row. Okay, check that off. Chain 2, skip 2, 3 double crochet in a row. That last one I just only went around one of the back loops only. Gotta make sure I go into both. It would be very noticeable if I left it in there. So it's another repeat done. I've got 3 more to go. So chain 2, skip 2, double crochet into the next 3. Okay, and done. Sometimes I crochet like this with a pen and pencil in my hand, especially when you want to really make sure you don't lose your counts. It's hard to remember big repeats like this. Okay, next one. This is the last repeat, so chain 2, skip 2 and 3 double crochet in a row. And then the pattern is gonna change then as we create the other point. Now that we already know how to do it. So the other point is down over here somewhere, right here. So we want to do the same thing for that point, and so we're gonna chain 2 to begin, skip 2, and we're gonna double crochet only in the next 2. And the next one is the middle of the point, so this one will be double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet into the same one like that, and then the next 2 are just double crochet. And now we're gonna repeat ourselves now to the end of where we had started. So let's begin again. So we're gonna chain up a total of 2, and the repeat says that it's gonna be 4 times, so you can 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you might as well just, if you wanna follow it along like that, you should end up, Jeannie's pretty careful with their patterns, so I should end up being right where I should be. So I'm gonna repeat what I know 4 times. So that's 1, chain 2, skip 2, next 3 is double crochet. And if you're off by 1 stitch, I wouldn't necessarily frog it, but you can make that choice, whatever suits your lifestyle. This is another repeat done, chain 2. So I'm just working my way all the way back to the very beginning. Chain 2 and skip 2, and this is the repeat of where I am back at the very beginning. And so if I skip 2, 1 and 2, I'm back at the top. So make sure that this is not twisted in any weird way when you go to be able to finish this off. So what I can just do is that I want to make sure it's not twisted, so I'm just gonna open it up, make sure it's all good, and make sure I do it right. Sometimes that can happen as you're just visualizing it wrong. So I'm skipping 2, the final 2, so I'm just chaining 2, and then I'm just joining to the top of the first, chain 3 that I had started with. So it's now completely untwisted again, and it will not twist anymore. It's just a matter of getting these things started. So let's move along to row number 3, which is the same then for all of this, going all the way around for the remainder of this project. So now that we're finished this row, we're now gonna turn our work, and we're gonna go back and forth like this. We're not gonna go in a continuous circle. So let's just turn our work. So every time you finish a row, you gotta turn your work and then begin the next row. So it's very easy to be able to pay attention to this whole thing. So what we need to do is that we need to slip stitch to this first chain 2 first. So just pull through and through, and then you begin from here. So chain up 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then 2 more double crochet into the same space. Just like that. So then what you can just do then is that you just chain 2, and then you skip until the next chain 2 space over here, and then put in 3 double crochet, and you're gonna do that all the way around with the exception to the points. And it's so obvious when you hit the points, it's not even funny, right? So you just put in 3 there, chain 2, and then just jump to the next space, put in 3. So I'm just watching for where the point is gonna show up. Okay, so chain 2, skip 2, and keep on going. So let's pull this out and see where I am. So the point is coming up here. You can clearly see it's coming up there too. So chain 2, skip 2, 3 double crochet, okay, chain 2, and now the point is next. So every time you hit a point, it's always going to be the same thing. So it'll be 3 double crochet, so 1, 2 and 3, followed by chain 3, and then 3 double crochet into the same one. Okay, so you're gonna do that every time you hit a point to keep that point moving, and by doing this you're gaining extra stitches when you do this, so it grows. So then chain 2 and then just move to the next chain 2 space and then just put in 3, and you're gonna do this all the way around, and then when you get to the next point just do the same thing. Chain or 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. So please continue this all the way around. Just watch out for the next point. Just do what I just said, and then I'll see you at the end of this round. So when you get all the way back around, you're going to see that you just need to put your chain 2 in there to join it, and you join it to the top of the first chain 3, and then you're going to turn your work. So just turn it now and go back in the other direction, so you don't go in a continuous circle. So remember, it's just like the last round. So we just slip stitch to the chain 2 space to begin, chain up 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then just 2 more double crochets into the same one, and then chain 2, and then skip to the next chain 2 space and put in 3 double crochet. So you're just gonna continue to do this same thing. It's gonna get bigger and bigger as you go. The neckline will stay the same, and then when you get to the corner point, then in the corner it's always gonna be 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet to make that, and you will notice that it will get bigger. Now the pattern is a size large that Yolanda is wearing there, so if you want a bigger size you just have to get another Karen cake to do that. You probably need a maximum of 3 if you want to make it bigger, and it's really quite an easy pattern to be able to follow. The colors that you see within her our project is called lavender, and I showed that before, and the colors are changing on its own, and it's actually really kind of a neat yarn to play with right there. So there's no doctoring of the colors. As it comes out is just like it's gonna appear in the project. So if you'd like to do the Cool Summer Poncho by Jeannie, this is a free pattern. You can download the PDF, and of course this is so easy. You can just follow this tutorial and have good luck with it as well. So she did a total of 29 rows altogether, so just all the way, so just keep on going, and that's just a suggestion, but if you'd like to make it bigger then you can, and if you'd like to make it shorter you can as well. We have a child size poncho as well, so if you like a child size in Bernat Pop yarn, you can substitute with Karen cakes as well, and then it has a smaller neckline as well to accommodate for a child. So this is the Summer Poncho by Jeannie. Have a great day. We'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.